All right, hey, welcome. It's July 31st, Monday night, just a little after 7 p.m. And we're going to talk about a few things we got upcoming, our past event, which we talked a little bit about it there in Cape Girardeau. Then we're also going to talk about Muscatine, which is coming up. We got special guest Adam Hart going to join us a little bit, go over points and anything else to revolves around Twisted Cat Outdoors or catfishing. If you got questions, please ask them in the chat, and we'll get tonight's show rocking. Let's see, we got Adam just jumped on. Let's see if we can get him in here. All right, I think he's gonna hopefully jump right back on. But while everybody's jumping in, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Cape Girardeau video from our last event. If you've not seen it, it is awesome. If you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up too, so I know that volume sounds good. And then let's kick off a little video. I always love sharing a video to get things going. All right, here we go.
Wow, look at that. Giant.
They got another good one too that's not much smaller. Good lively fish. Hey everyone, we're in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's July, it's hot, the water's low, the fishing should be good. We're excited to see what these anglers catch today. We had 63 teams from over 13 states. It's a great turnout. And again, we're so excited to be back in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. It's so much fun, the city's welcoming. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of families, and the spectators from the area really show up. So you're gonna see a lot of people here to watch you anglers catch fish and weigh these big fish in. I'm excited about that.
59.10 pounds. Good job, guys. That's good right there. How do we do that? It's a nice fish.
Oh my, look at that. Oh, hey. That light. Look at that.
12 hours to come fish a Twisted Cat event. We appreciate you guys.
Look at that.
That's a good.
Wow. Let's give a big round of applause. This is number 5 of 9 tournaments. Again, we're going to take your best 4 events out of 9, and you're going to be invited to a no entry fee $35,000 championship, and that's continuing to grow. So you want to be a part of that. That's in Lake Ouachita, Arkansas, October 28th.
Fish is 61.95 pounds. New big fish leader. Oh, first half hour.
Nice.
That's a solid fish there. 143.23 pounds. All right, let's get some good pictures here. Small fish coming. Wow. Wow. That is a stud. 146.98 pounds. That's a nice one. Let's get some good pictures up to do it. Small and big.
Of your biggest fish you can catch here on the Mississippi River and the adjoining waters. And like I said, the water's been fluctuating kind of all over the board last week, so it's going to be interesting which anglers found that special body of water to really target and catch those big fish. It's 109.34, Justin Borgfield, Jake Hockey, $2,520. Second place, and big fish, 143.23, Chris Stout, Hunter Jones, $4,200. And they also have the Castaway Customs Big Fish Bounty with $500. What'd you say? your key today? What did you give me?
Little baits, little weights.
Little baits, little weights.
I gave you a 3/8 ounce bank super.
I just opened stout. I said, you put me on, I'll catch you.
And they sat in the hot seats for a little bit, but they got knocked out with a 146.98. Kevin Parks, John Jameson, $8,400. Awesome job. We'll see what their technique was, if it was small baits, small weights, but I doubt it.
John's been here a lot, so he knows a lot of spots.
All right, so John, give me a little bit of something what you did. I mean, was it kind of deep, or were you in some shallow, or?
We caught our fish today in about 30 foot of water on average, using big baits, bumping a ledge, and you just had to be patient and stay. The biggest thing was stay on the ledge. If you got off the ledge, you didn't get bit.
That's a crew right there. I'm gonna have to get that picture printed.
Still can't hear you.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but now I don't have a camera.
You know what? Hey, I know I forgot to turn my volume on. So anyways, what I was saying is I was saying little baits, little weights after that video, and kind of welcoming everybody. James will go over your question. Thanks, Billy. Kevin, Twisted Cat and Chill. Hopefully you got that volume turned down so the wife can Netflix and chill. The boat ramp was busy. What's up, Tim, Cindy, Mike, Trey, Jake? All right, so Adam's working on his screen. I wonder if I can make a picture for you. I don't know. Well, anyways, so it's not giving me the option, or?
Just a second, Alex.
Yeah. So while he's working on, oh, hold on, maybe he's here.
So
What about now?
yeah, can you hear? I can hear you now.
You can hear me. I can hear you. It sounds like you're sitting next to me. I mean, you kind of are on screen, so.
All right, let's try this again. Give me a second.
Okay, so Adam is jumping on. We'll go over a few things here. I'm going to actually pull up a screen. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can find it. It's going to talk about points. But in the meantime, you have any questions again in the chat, let us know. Okay. Let's see if I can present. Can you hear me now, Adam?
Yeah, we're good.
So here's just a kind of which I'll post this tomorrow again, but to go over the points, and James, this is your, hopefully this answers everything for you. Again, all the points were calculated, the names are fixed, so it should be exactly perfect, which is how I like it. For the 2023 points race, the calculations go like the example, first place, because last year it was different like the previous years. So 200 points, 199, 198, 197, 196, and so on. So if you're if you get last place, and let's say it's 32nd place, and you get those points. No weight is 100 points, and then DQ is 0 points. So to qualify for the championship, which a lot of people have been asking, it's your best 4 finishes out of the whole season. And then the points winners are your best 4 events, which obviously get you into the championship, plus your championship. So a total of 5 tournaments. That's how that'll do. Any questions on that? And then Cindy, I'll go ahead and pull that up for you and show you. I can get that off the website. And then Adam, I'm going to show everybody one more time real quick on how to check things if they're looking. So if you have any, if you want to know where Host Hotel is, if you want to know, let's see, share full screen. So you go to twistedcatoutdoors.com if you want to register. You click registration, you scroll down, you got your events here. But what you can also do is, let's say that you want to go to Cape. So Cape Girardeau, you click that tournament. And then it's going to pull up the tournament management software. Cindy, I know I'm just going to go ahead and show you now too, and it'll show you kind of exactly how that all looks. So when this is the Twisted Cat Outdoors tournament software, this is going to kind of have all your info. So I just pulled up Cape like you're going to go to register. So you have at the very top, depending if you're on your cell phone or your cell phone, usually this is on the bottom. But if you look where it says July 22nd, 2023, then you have about the tournament, registration, rules, hotels and accommodations, live results. So if you clicked hotels, you want to know where to stay, you click hotels and accommodations, and then the host hotel, their phone number, the website will all pull up for you. As my internet's a little slow tonight. So here it is, the hotel and accommodations below. Host hotel is the Auburn place. Then you've got name, street address, city, and phone number. So also you can, and then you can go back, you can just kind of flip through your pages, hit live results. So this is also when we're weighing fish, like this Saturday, you go to Muscatine on the registration and you click this. And this is going to give you the up-to-date results as we're posting those results. Let's see. Okay, so here's this. So this is your results from Cape. So it's going to show you, it's always going to default to the top 3. So top teams by total weight, you'll click again, it depends on you're on a phone or not. Click that, and then you want to show 100. So now here's your results. So Kevin Parks, 146.98. Now this is unlike the team names you're used to seeing. I change everything. So even if you sign up as a team name, I change it to a captain name. So Chris Stout was the captain, 143. Justin Borgfield, Charles Hance. So here are your finishes. And Cindy and Bill. See where you're at right here. So Cindy, you guys got 29th place with 22.58, and then it shows on down. So if you're looking at this, 39th place, Cameron Rushing would have got the last points. JT from boat 40 down to 63, all these teams got 100 points. So that's kind of how you do that. Again, just wanted to show you. Hopefully that answers your question. You're welcome, Cindy. And then on the points, did you see where you were sitting, Adam?
I think 7th or 8th, somewhere in there.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, there's a lot a lot of dogs barking at that door behind us, so there's going to be. I think
You know,
after Fredericksville, you're going to start seeing it. I think you're going to see some teams move up.
It's something unique. So, last year we did 5 out of 8, something like that. This year is going to be, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So technically 10 with Crothersville in there, and then the Canton, Missouri, Jack and Jill's not a points. I'm going to actually open this up and see if I can share this. But this is kind of interesting how this is all playing out. Let's see. Okay, here you go. So I'm going to go ahead and make it big. Take our mugs out of there. So here is what we just posted today. This is the current point standings. So, and we've got it dialed in pretty good. My mom actually has helped me with this because she's really good at Excel. But if you look at it, obviously you've got in this, I don't even know if anybody can see my mouse probably. I'm guessing no. No. I've been moving my mouse around like everybody can see it, but you probably can't. But anyways, you got the current point standings. Jason Hamilton was 776. Mike 766. So pretty good points. But what's really interesting is if you look, I don't know, there's only been a few teams that have got 5 tournaments in. So like Adam, even yourself, you've got a 182, 175, 166. So, but you also got a 198. So technically, you're going to replace a lot of points, in the next couple tournaments. I mean, a 166 in Cape. I don't know what place that would have been.
35th. Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, we won't have to talk about it. But now, you go replace that tournament with 13th. And your points are going to jump way up. You know what I mean? But right. On the flip side, what we talked about in the beginning is how this year was going to play out with how many people were going to follow the trail. As you scroll down, you start to see a lot of zeros. You start to see teams with only 3 tournaments. Tyler Sapp, 192, great finish. 182, great finish. But then he's got a skunk points for 100. He said he had fish, but he didn't weigh this weekend, which that really hurt him. But he's in 32nd down here, and then you got. So you're going to start seeing some of these people that are further down that only have maybe 1 or 2 tournaments in as they start picking up some.
Like Parks and Jameson, they're going to jump way up.
Yeah, so they're down here. They've only fished 3 tournaments. They got a 200, a 199, and a 186. So, depending on what they get at their 4th tournament, that's going to change a lot of things. So, it's going to be important. If I had to guess from looking at this, my thoughts are you're going to have to weigh fish in 4 tournaments. But I think if you weigh fish, even if that's a 35th or 45th, I think as long as you weigh fish in 4 events, I think that'll get you in the championship. But I don't know. I think I don't know. I could be wrong. It could be a battle to get into the championship. What's your thoughts?
I thought at the beginning of the year you were going to have a top 15 average. Looking at it now, maybe top 20 average. But, you might be able to get away with 1 mediocre finish, but I think that's going to be about it. There's going to be a lot of guys catching up real quick here.
What are your thoughts of it? How kind of the structure of it, I guess?
I like it. I do. Especially considering the back half of the schedule, we're probably going to miss at least 3 of them. So by only doing 4 out of 10, I mean, it gives you a chance, I guess, because that's a lot of traveling for us. I mean, a lot of these guys, I'm not the only one, kids and work schedules and stuff, you're not going to be able to catch them all. So being able to do, say, 6, that still gives us 2 throwaways, to give a good chance at making it in. So,
yeah. And I think that, so if there's 10 total events, you know what I mean? being able to, and nobody can fish all 10. I mean, you can, it's tough, but being able to throw a couple away. And I think at some point, if you do 8 out of 10, it becomes like, what do they call that? A
A
participation.
numbers game. Yeah.
You mean, so like for me, and like, I love being competitive. Actually, had a little fishing trip with Steve Henderson with CR this weekend, and he whipped my butt. It's a long story. We won't get too deep into that, but which is quite embarrassing. But being competitive, like I want you to go to the championship, which is already like something unique because it's a no entry fee. It's a $35,000 pot plus things that we're still working on. But I want you to, like, when you get there, you deserve to be there. You work to get there. You didn't just show up and not weigh fish. And you know what I mean? It was really, that's kind of what my goal is I think that, like, because the championship is fun. You were there at Cape. I mean, it's a unique deal.
Yeah. And I think, especially with the pot this year, that $35,000 payout and the tournaments that we've had, I think by the time we get down to Ouachita, if we make it, I mean, the 50 anglers that make it down there, you're going to see some of the best slugging it out in Ouachita come, what is it, October, I think, Alex, mid-October, end of October.
Yeah, 28th.
Yeah, so I think you're going to get to see the best of the best slugging it out on a fall bite when they're feeding up for winter on a lake that has the capacity to produce giants. So this could get fun. So
yeah, I'm excited. I wish I could fish it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just to watch, the anglers out there competing, and like I said, literally every ounce matters, and it could come down to that. You know what I mean? Especially when you get a 35th place, when you could have got a 32nd, or however that plays out is important.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm excited about it. And like I said, this weekend, I talked to Mike Bainey with Dave's Marine this morning. It's just different because now you have, Twisted Cat kind of went south and really only had one Channel Cat event. Now you've got Fort Madison, you've got Muscatine, you've got Pekin. So you got 3 Channel Cat events kind of spread out on the northern region. Then you go out west to Tulsa. We had Truman Lake. So there's a lot of mix in it. You got guys like JT Ray from Oklahoma that's traveling. So it's unique. A lot more people are kind of involved in chasing it.
And I don't know how many of the tournaments that they've made it to, but I noticed there was at least one team from Texas at Cape Girardeau. I think they said it was like a 14-hour drive for them guys to get up there. I mean, that says a lot right there.
2 teams from Texas and a team from Oklahoma.
That's some driving.
It's a lot of driving. I think it was 12 states that were represented in the Cape tournament out of 63 teams.
That's nuts.
I mean, it really is. There's really not a lot of locals. As Cape's usually one of the bigger events, there's not a lot of locals around Cape. You know what I mean? You got a few, but not a ton. So so we got the points. Hopefully we answered everybody's questions on the points, I think. James, if I didn't answer that, just ask another question. Kevin, you still good? You need to turn your volume down, or I don't want you getting yelled at. So that covers the points, I think. And again, like I said, you take Muscatine, that a guy's only fished 2 tournaments, and now he's going to get a 3rd. I mean, that's a big deal. I know Jed Osborne, he is sitting at 51st. I know he's called me 17 times in the last 2 days asking about points. And he's chasing them. So he's not going to be able to make Muscatine or Pekin. So, I mean, I think he's still looking at Tulsa, maybe Crothersville and New Madrid, but that only gives him 3 more shots, and he's already in 51st place. So it's going to get interesting for, someone like him, but he's also got a 2nd place finish, but then he's got 163 in Cape. So a lot of these people I'm looking at the points too, by the way. I'm like, from 50th or even like 40th down, there's a lot of changes going to be happening, especially with when they got 2 and 3. So it'll be kind of interesting. What about, let's see, new comments. JT, I got 3 more shots and he's in 74th. Yeah, he's in 74th. But you got a 189 in Truman. You got a bad break, man. And JT was he had the water in his gas at Cape.
I saw the gas that he pulled out of his boat. We were unfortunately in the parking lot when they were trying to find some place to go take it to. JT, that was a bad deal. That was not gasoline in that tank. I can assure you of that. That was.
And he's from Oklahoma, so I mean, imagine, all of us travel a lot. I mean, so imagine, because sometimes when I used to have a gas truck, a lot of times, like when I got to the place, I would fill my truck up and the boat at the same time, and I was thinking that would be really bad. Well,
and if I'm not mistaken, he had a young man with him too. I mean, and that's brutal. I mean, we were all kids once. We all loved fishing, so to make that trip out there. And did they get to hit the water on Saturday? I know they were trying to run it in the parking lot.
I stopped at Cook's and got a couple things, and then I got him 2 fuel pumps. He got another 2 fuel pumps, and he said he smelled like gas for 4 days. JT, I know you probably can't share it on here, but send it to me if you got it. But I think they fished the Ohio on like Thursday or something and did good. I think they caught a good fish. But you know what? He was super positive about it.
He was smiling when he pulled out of the parking lot. I know it was tearing him up to go get it fixed, but yeah, I mean, he definitely he wasn't kicking and yelling. I can tell you that much in the parking lot. So.
No, I tell you what, that tells you a lot about a person, especially in this competitive stuff. And he's trying to make the points and make the championship, and then he just got 100 points. But and I don't think that those 100 points are going to help. They might, but we'll find out. But that takes a whole day of fishing away from you. You know what I mean? So yeah. At least they got to fish a little bit. They got it fixed for the most part and got out there. But they lost some pre-fishing time, and which that's going to hurt too. But like I said, he was super, super positive about it. He said made the tournament, was scared to go downstream on tournament day, which I agree. So I mean, it's a tough call. I mean, you come from Oklahoma to all the way over down the Mississippi River, and then you got to deal with that. So, but JT, you were super positive, man. So I'm glad, and I hope you guys still had fun getting out and coming to hang with everybody. And what do you think of the bags thing we did? Were you there to did you get a throw bag?
Yeah. So little beef with that. Let's not set it up underneath of an arbor next time. I'm a little bit of a height.
It's got to have a little trick to it. You know what I mean? I mean, some people were. I mean, it can't be that easy.
I guess I should have paid attention because I didn't even look. I went up there and grabbed a bag and threw my normal throw, which is a little more airmail style, and promptly hit about the arbor about halfway down the lane there. So yeah, my bag made it to the board. So
well, yeah, we're gonna do that again. It's something kind of new, actually, Brian, with Cat Masters. We were talking about it because we want to do something like that at the Sea Arc tournament, but we did it and it was fun. Actually, JT did really well. Said he had never thrown a bag in his life, and I think went to the final round. But it was just something kind of fun, and I know, Adam, I agree. Isaac's got to add some challenges with all these bag champs that are out that are cat fishermen, and that's what I was worried about. I'm like, you know what? There's some pretty good bag. I mean, I can't throw bags, for nothing, but there's some good bag players, and somebody could. So I got to do like you can only win twice a year or something like that, because somebody could just come win a lot of free entries. You know what I mean? So Justin Borgfield won that, which is good. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's what James said. JT almost won a free entry and never thrown a bag before. Mike said you made it further than Cassie, though. I think she hit the first deal. She went 5 feet, hit it, and it dropped or something like that.
So I'm not the only one. All right.
Isaac said you can throw a cast net, you just can't throw a bag.
Who said that, Tyler?
No, Adam Isaacs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, one win per year. But yeah, so we're going to do that at the Pearl City Station Friday night we'll be there at 5. I always say 5 to 7 or 8, but it's always 5 to question mark because Mike and Ray, and then they'll be there till midnight. So I might not be there, but they'll be there.
Muscatine's a great town, guys. We've been there quite a few times. Not to fish, never been on the water there, but a lot of good food, a lot of good drinks in Muscatine. So
yeah, actually, the cool little side note, the brewery that's right kind of by Pearl City, it reached out and they want to do like a Twisted Cat Outdoors labeled beer. So they labeled some beers for the Friday night deal and Saturday. But this, I'm telling you, the city really has came out. They're excited to like make this a huge event. They want to grow it kind of like the New Madrid Festival, the Alton Classic, and really grow it. And their downtown is awesome. Their boat ramp is phenomenal. It's huge parking lot. You know, usually these cities don't get too excited, but Muscatine is fired up. And my goal is to continue to grow this so we have some northern tournaments.
yeah, Muscatine there's a lot happening downtown, and it seems like every time we go down there, they're doing more to make it better. So that brewery, phenomenal beer. We just down there a couple months ago. So they were actually found out that we were coming back then, and we're already talking then about that we'd have to come back because they were going to have a special labeled beer. So I've been waiting for that one. Yeah, the owners were already excited about that. That was 2-3 months ago, whenever the river blew all the way out. But yeah, so it'll be a good time.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. It's like I said, it's going to be fun, and the city is awesome. Just little things like that. But I'm excited to see this event grow. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of channel cat tournaments in general, and then like there used to be in this, especially the further north you go, there's not much at all when it comes to more of a tournament trail. You know what I mean? You have one here, one there, but now you're starting to see, you know, anglers have to travel to compete to get to the championship. So that's exciting. What do you think it will take this week? And I've heard a lot of things. Several anglers have already spent some time up there. I've heard a lot of 5 to 8 pounders. I've heard about a 22 pounder that was caught last week. I've actually fished a tournament there like 5 years ago with Brandon Schatt, and there were some big channels caught in that pool. What do you think?
58 to 60. I think personally, I think you're going to have a flathead. You know what I mean? Because it's that time of year they're eating. So somebody's going to find one. Are they going to have anything to go with it? I mean, you know, going back to the Battle of Burlington days, there was years where, you know, you'd see somebody rolling with a 20 or 24 pound flathead and not have anything to go with it. So
a lot of time.
Can you get that flathead plus some nice channels to go with it? If that happens, I'm going to go upper 50s. If not, I mean, it might only be 45 pounds to win it. You never know. That's the crapshoot. It's like the Illinois River. It's not going to be any different 3 weeks from now. So that's going to be the same thing. Can somebody find that elusive flathead up here?
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people, they're like, well, I'm going to go for a flathead. But the problem is you got from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And if you spend a lot of time after that flathead, your channel cats start to go, you know what I mean? You can weigh a 35-pound flathead, but if you got, you know, 3-4 pound channel cats to go with it, it's not going to help. When somebody spends, you know, I think you're going to see some bigger channel cats. And then obviously you're going to have some people lock down. But then again, you start locking, going further away. A barge is breaking up in the dam, can't get back through, you can't weigh. So as an angler, what are your thoughts on locking? You think that's something that's worth risking?
Me personally, no, because the way my luck runs, we would get stuck. So I've never attempted it in a tournament as of yet. And I don't know. I didn't look into it a lot over there. I'm not going to lie. But on the Illinois River, they're all single locks. So, I mean, the wrong barge could get you held up for 2 hours on the Illinois River. So I don't imagine it'd be a lot different over there. But to me, the way my luck runs, it would be we'd get stuck on the wrong side of the lock and there'd go our day. So
Yeah, I think it was 3 years ago out of Canton, Missouri, the Jack and Jill, Donald Moore locked down. I think he ended up locking 2 down. And I was tore down, tournament over, and I think it was like 8 o'clock before they got back that night because they got stuck. Something happened with one of the locks, and they were done. They had good weight too. So it's that
Yep.
risk you got to take. You know what I mean?
Yep.
He said the last lock we went Thursday, the lock master forgot we were in there.
See, that would be me. That would be even worse. We would just be stuck in the lock, like in the lock itself, and not be able to go anywhere.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Well, if you're on here, go ahead and let's put what the weights are. I'm going to go, I got to write my stuff down, which Mike Doyle got the last one in Cape, and I tell you what, he was close. I'm going to go big fish. See, I don't think there's going to be any flathead, like big flatheads caught.
I'm going to say
That's my
22 pounds big fish. Somebody's going to have that low 20s flathead. I'm going to go 22 and 58. 22 big fish, 58 total weight.
I'm going to go 19 and 54. 19 big fish, 54 total. Let's see what everybody else has on there. Adam just went hand to the face. I think Adam put 42. Yeah, he put 42. Dude, that's weak, man. 42. Tyler said 44. Kevin said 28, 58.58. Tyler, are you saying 12 pounds total or 12 pounds big fish? Donald said 48 pounds, 13 big. JT said 55 total, 26 big. So I don't know. It's a kind of, it'll be interesting, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully we get some good weather. I mean, that was one thing about Cape. I think that's about the nicest weather we've had in Cape for a summer tournament. So
yeah, because it's supposed to be, so 86 90. Is the high. 86. Let's see if I can look up. Their ad. Yeah, we lucked out for Cape. I mean, big time. Tom, our weatherman, is on there. He said the weather is looking nice. That's good. We like good weather. So, yeah. Tyler said, good luck. See you all the way in. So, yeah, I'm excited about this weekend. And then it's like crazy. We got Caruthersville the 19th. Then we're back in Pekin the 26th. It's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, Adam said that was a face or a hand to the face on the Lockmaster forgetting about James. That's funny.
Well, Alex, I got to drop off here. So,
hey, thanks for being on.
Yeah, not a problem. And we'll see everybody Friday night. I guess we'll see everybody Friday night
at Pearl City.
So, and you Blue Cat guys, I know you're on here. You can't hide down south all year. Come on up. Let's go. We come down there. We come down and struggle at Cape, Jeffersonville. Come on up. Fight it out with us up here.
I know Donald's excited to come up.
There's a few that will, but a lot of them guys stay down south. It's too much fun up here.
What? They're going to have to come up a little bit and play with 3 of them being all Channel Cat.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Well, everybody have a good week, and we'll see you this weekend. So, ready to do it again.
Thanks
all right.
For being
see y'all. Yep. Thanks.
Bye. All right. So, Tom, mostly sunny with a high near 86. I like it. Tyler says he's got some homework to be done. So Friday night, we're going to be at Pearl City Station, which is right by the Host Hotel. Again, the Host Hotel is the Merrill. That we've got a special rate there. I think it's like $140 to $150, depending on what bed. If you get 2 beds or 1 bed. There's some other hotels, and I mean, quite a few in the town. But that one's just neat because everything is right there. You can park your truck and boat there. The night meeting is there. The weigh-in is going to be right down from there. So everything is located right there. Again, it's going to be fun. We're going to do some throwing on the bags. Hey, Tim. And I've had a lot of people that are not signed up. Again, we're at 20 teams registered, and a lot of teams, you don't have. There's no benefit to register early, so I've had a lot of calls the last 2 days, 3 days, a lot of calls. So kind of excited to see what turnout. I think we'll be in the 40s for the turnout, but we'll see. With the good weather and drawing some people from down south, it's going to be interesting. Any other questions about points or this weekend in Muscatine? August 19th in Caruthersville, August 26th in Pekin, and then even Jack and Jill is going to be September 2nd. So it is just nonstop. And then September 9th, Alton Catfish Classic. That's still not full. So if you still want to be a part of that. And then September 30th, we're going to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Keystone Lake. And then the next weekend is in New Madrid. And then October 28th is the championship. So, yeah, James, should have had the Marine radio. So like I said, you got any questions about this weekend? I just wanted to kind of go over a few things tonight, nothing too crazy. It's already been 45 minutes. Wow. And again, like I said, this is stop 6. We've got, we're going to take the best 4 out of 10 plus the championship for the points winners, but to get to the championship, just your top 4. James, where were you at where that happened? So again, if I've got the points updated too, make sure everything looked good on there, that if you fished an event, and some of you, when you register on the tournament management software, it shows up, you might have your middle initial something. So I have to kind of go through all those to make sure all those line out. Bottoms locked through to downtown. Hey, William, so the how this weekend works is we're going to check. So Friday night we'll have a non-mandatory get together. We'll do a free entry deal with that bags game. Just hang out. There'll be some food vendors there. It's just going to be fun to kind of meet everybody. Even if you're not fishing the tournament, come hang out with us. It'll be fun. That'll be at the Penn City Station, or Pearl City Station, right there by the Host Hotel at the Merrill. And then Saturday morning, we're going to use the one ramp. We'll check the first boat at 5 a.m. You can already be in line. And then once we check you, you can put your boat in, you can take off, you can start fishing at 7. Then you can fish from 7 to 3. And then you got to be loaded your boat back up, back in the weighing line, which is just below Pearl City Station by 4:30. Joe, I would love to do a Calcutta. Thanks for bringing that up. So like I said, if we have enough participation, we'll do a Calcutta Friday night also. We'll also do the bags game for a chance to win a free upcoming entry, and just have some fun. Talk catfish, look at boats, hang out. It's right along the river, so it's really unique. Like I said, Pearl City they got a building right along the water, so you can kind of hang out there. Like I said, there'll be some food vendors, we'll have some music playing, and hang out. It's a great, yeah, Joe, we'll definitely look at doing the Calcutta. So I'm guessing, James, I don't know, were you in Muscatine? Were you locked through? So William, hopefully that answered your question about the weigh-in. Like I said, they got to quit fishing at 3. So technically, if you were in Muscatine pool and you quit fishing and you were pretty close, you could be loaded up pretty quick and into the weigh-in. So I would say I would be there by probably almost 2:30, because we seem to always weigh boats before the fishing cutoff time ends. Some people always get a little antsy and want to kind of quit early. So I would assume the weigh-in will be probably from 2:30 to 5. Looking forward to see you also, Joe. So hopefully I answered everybody's questions. I did want to talk. I've got a special guest coming. It's a ways away, but August 28th. So in like 4 Mondays, and it's going to be Jim Lamer, and he is going to get super into detail on blue cats, the study that they did with his class at Western Illinois University, from their diet samples to their weights to their how they're migrating, anything you can imagine about blue cats, Jim knows. I probably should have been asking him questions a long time ago for my own fishing, but he says I love muscatine. Yeah, William, definitely bring your kids. They'll really enjoy seeing the fish. Definitely bring your kids. And again, we'll weigh fish all day too. Any of the anglers out there, you catch a nice flathead or you want to get it weighed in, we'll get that fish weighed in early, and then you can go back out and catch, 4 others. Thanks, Adam. But again, yeah, we got some more special guests Monday. Hopefully we'll have the winners of Muscatine on, and then we got a couple other tournaments. But I'm most excited about August 28th, having Jim Lamer on here. Like I said, he is full of information. He's been doing this fish stuff for a long time, so really excited. If you've got questions, definitely try to maybe send me a message personally or on Twisted Cat. If you want to know something special about their, we're going to try to get into migration, try to get into their diet. Does their diet change from fall to spring to summer, things like that? Because when they did the studies, they were checking the diet all year long. So I'm kind of curious all that information, because you always hear anglers saying it's winter, we can only use shad, they're not going to bite skipjack. So really excited about that. Cindy said family medicine in Cape, they were fascinated with the weigh-in, hadn't seen one before. That's awesome. We had a huge weigh-in in Cape, so that was really fun. Eric said, I hope it won't be windy. So yeah, bring your families, spread the word. Let's make Muscatine a big event. It's been a great year so far. Like I said, this is stop 6 of 10 plus the championship, and it continues to grow. Thanks again to all the sponsors, the anglers, spectators, everyone that's been a part of this and help it grow. And any questions, like I said, you have any ideas you want to talk about, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. I think that's really all I have tonight for this Monday night podcast. And again, thanks for watching. And then we'll be live this Saturday at the weigh-in, probably around 3 o'clock again. Hopefully we ain't gonna have no issues like we did in Cape is the plan. So we'll see you this Saturday on Facebook Live. And again, feel free to reach out anytime if you have questions about anything Twisted Cat, and have a good rest of your week. And hopefully we'll see you Saturday in Muscatine.